that's over, I'm going to take my extra movie detour here. First of all, okay. And Ray, you can check out for this for all I care. But I got to say, first of all, Ludwig Göransson has taken the belt from Hans Zimmer for me. Of just he whatever he does now, I'm in for it. The second, it was like he's got his Oscar for Black Panther. He was the one white guy they let on the production staff for Black Panther. It's like, oh no, he's that good. He's whatever Coogler does, he does. He blew out a Creed soundtrack. He did all the. But anyway,
those two went to college together too.
I saw.
Yeah, they went to college, and he's like, "Oh, I got to bring this guy with me." If you ever listened to an interview with Donald Glover as Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, he said that he wanted to start Childish Gambino, but didn't know anything really about music. And the composer of Community, which of course he was on, was Ludwig Göransson. He said the first time he met Ludwig, he was wearing purple pants and cutting open a green apple. And he just swung his chair over, like, "How you doing, my friend?" And just eating green apple from his knife. He's like, he was the weirdest dude, and I just wanted to be a part of his life. Like that's what Donald Glover said about Ludwig.
That wasn't my true movie detour though, but because this part's probably going to stay in after the fact.
Yes.
How familiar with Michael Giacchino's history?
Oh, that name sounds so familiar.
He's done everything from like The Incredibles, Lost.
Yes. God, I knew his name. Yes. I was just Googling him. Yes.
So you should find, I don't know how familiar with his like history. I want to say it was like Leonard Maltin. It was like Maltin on Movies, his podcast. He did an episode with him. But he started out doing just like a bunch of 16-bit video game soundtracks, like a couple of Jurassic Park video games. There was something else in there. And then, so he was working for a video game studio doing soundtracks. And somehow, like, Spielberg was involved with Medal of Honor. And, like, so Giacchino convinces them to, like, let me do he's important because he convinces them, he says, let me get an orchestra for this game. You want Saving Private Ryan, the video game. I need to give you Saving Private Ryan, the soundtrack. And convinces them to, like, do the full symphony orchestra for that game. And then change the course of video game history, in my opinion, from doing that. And then gets Lost and gets The Incredibles after doing those Medal of Honor soundtracks. That's when he breaks into like Lost is his TV gig, and then Incredibles is his movie gig that like he doesn't look back from there. And now he directed Werewolf by Night and a fun little short. Because what was like Monster Show or Game? What was the Monster Game Show? There's something he did with like Patton Oswalt that you should check out too that he directed. But now he's directing some stuff. But you should listen to that and hear his history going through the 90s and like trying to break into stuff, and video games were actually his way to break into the rest.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow, I did not know he did all of that. That's crazy. I like when he said his name, I was like, oh, I know that name. I know it so much, but yeah, no, that's another legend in the composing field. But yeah, that's what I mean when I say that like every artist has their path, they have their story. Somebody somewhere has their story. It's not like a written path. I think my favorite story was the Kid Cudi the Kid Leroy. That's his name, the Kid Leroy.
The Fortnite character. Yes, that's the extent of what I know him from.
Yes. His story of how he made it, he was just working in a recording studio in, I believe, Australia or New Zealand. I forget where he's from. But he was in a recording studio and he saw like a couple famous people and just shook their hands and said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm making music too. How you doing?" And would just catch them at the weirdest times. But he just caught enough people's attention. Like, "You want to do a couple tracks?" And he's like, "Yeah." And his first track that he really got to be a big part of was with Justin Bieber. And that just what shot him up.
Oh yeah.
And then like what you said with Michael Giacchino, just doing 16-bit soundtracks, getting connected with other people, just a slow build. Or even Post Malone, like he just put up an album on SoundCloud and just blew up overnight. So it's just like everybody has their story, and it's really interesting to hear about. Like everybody's got a different story, man.
Yeah, I had to look up where Kid Leroy was from, and that guy. I was like, what is this guy's accent? I could not figure out what was happening.
Yeah,
my kids were playing it over and over in Fortnite. I'm like, his accent is unnerving to me, and I need to figure out why. And it's not because it's Australian. I can't figure out what he's doing. But
no,
whatever it is, it's not an Australian accent. You can tell me he's from Australia, fine, I'll believe you. But I don't know what that was.
No, he's got an interesting story, man. But yeah, I tell artists all the time, it's like, just keep doing your path. Something's going to happen. Just, your story will be your story, man. But just like, dang, I wish I had something like Giacchino's like history. But yeah, it is what it is,
Time happens, man. It's all good. Well, hey, thanks. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, though. Sorry for the extra couple minutes I derailed that, but that was fun. Thanks, man.
That was good stuff.
This was a lot of fun.
Took some different turns. Yeah. So, hey, if you have a trailer for that Life is Strange podcast, feel free to send it my way, and I can cut it in.
I will let Adnan know, and then Adnan does all the editing. I'm just a pretty face.
Just like, he gets all the guests. Tell him cut me like a minute together or something to that I can throw in here, and I can add that to my mix of playable characters and all that stuff.
You know what's funny is that I actually wrote the theme song to Strange Cast too. So the theme music you see in Strange Cast, I did it.
This is gonna be the longest post credits we've ever had. This is
sorry. My bad.
Well, at this point, I'm also gonna be like, "Where it's long enough, I just got to cut it into its own like DLC that I have to put out eventually." But
here, I can add to this post credit.
Here we go.
I'm about to buy Hue. Like I just opened my Switch up because it's like $2.49. Question though, basically, I'm gonna go ahead and I want to buy every game you listed because I learned since I started playing games again, basically with Nintendo Switch, I figured out that I love playing games where the music really puts you into the game.
Oh yeah.
So I want to and if I can play it handheld. And it's like this little 2D thing. I put headphones in. Like I'm in. I don't care what the game is. Like I've realized this is what I want to play now.
Yes.
And so I'm like, oh okay. I'm looking at the list, and that's what when I saw Jason's, I was like, oh, I'm gonna just sit here and climb this tower, and the music's gonna suck me in. I listened to the demo for a minute, and I was in on it already.
Yeah.
But
I hate that Jusan isn't coming to Switch. I hate it.
No, it's coming for everything but
everything except Switch.
And the style of it looks like you could put it on the Switch.
I know.
The graphics style looks like it's set for it.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. But
you never know. You never know. There's some of those. They get deals sometimes with like Xbox and Game Pass and stuff like that. To like, we'll throw you some money, keep it with us just for a year, and a year later, these games end up out there anyway.
I'm gonna say, Dan, question. Now that I have a secondary Switch, can I buy something on the secondary Switch and it still works on the primary? Or do I have to go to my primary to buy everything?
Stick with your main account for all the purchases.
My secondary, I only have my account on.
As long as you buy it from your account, that's all that matters. It works the same way.
Perfect.
You can also just do it like you can just do it from the browser too, of just like direct download from your browser and hit it and we'll download.
Oh yeah. Boom. Using my gold, I've got like $18 in gold. So I was like, oh, perfect.
Yep, that's the same thing. It was just the gold was just there. I'm like, this game is paid for.
Gold's just sitting there.
Points and gift cards. It's all set.
Now, when will I play this game? It might be a year from now.
Cop?
The Switch. When I'm going to play it is a whole different story, but I have it now.
Facts. That's good, man. But yeah, I think it's I want to say like a 4 to 5 hour game. You can play it on like a weekend day. Like
those games are so perfect now.
I know.
That's what Grease was. It was 4 hours.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Played it, loved it, and I was like, great, that's it. It was awesome. Glad I did it.
Experienced it. Great. I don't have time for Persona 5 for sure. That's too long.
It's so funny. You described Hue, and all I'm thinking about is Microsoft Paint back in the day and drawing a bunch of lines and then hitting the paint fill and making the lines disappear.
Have you ever played Chicory?
No.
Oh my god, dude. Chicory will be your jam, dude. Chicory is all about the paint. It's like Microsoft Paint, but in a video game. And it is the same composer as
What are you
Celeste.
doing to us?
Of course. As Celeste. Oh, I'm finding it here. You're a rabbit, it looks like. A painted rabbit or a dog?
Yeah, it's like a dog. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you would love
I found it. Let's see this game. Oh, it's on the Switch.
Yes, and composed by Lena Raine, who also composed Harmony, Fall of Reverie, and Celeste. legendary composer and really killed it on this one. But yeah,
Oh,
Chip
this is
Reaper,
fun.
man.
Very funny. It looks like a coloring book.
Yeah, dude, I think you would like that if
That's
you like
very
Microsoft Paint.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Put that on the list.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
All right,
so
well,
good.
I got to program a challenge for this week. I think we got everything else locked up, but I got to get to bed, gentlemen. I apologize.
I got challenges this week and next week already set too, Dan. So
it's on. Get ready.
I got one for each week. I got inspired and started going ahead, like weeks ahead, putting these in.
Dang. Okay.
Oh, Ray, by the way, we also missed the context clue over his left shoulder, our right side of, again, in the background.
Oh, that one?
Not the low one, the high one.
The Master Chief in the background?
Yeah.
That was actually done. So the artist behind the Fueled by Friendship art, she also drew that too, the Halo piece. Yeah.
There's a lightsaber under it though, right? Is that a lightsaber?
Yeah, that
I'm expanding my screen now because I usually have a very small.
These two paintings were done by the same person. That's the Konami code back there. And
look at that.
Yeah, done by and these this big one and the top ones were done by my wife. My wife drew those.
Yeah, we'll need up close pictures posted.
Is that supposed to be a map of something that I'm just not recognizing it?
That's actually the Games and Groceries profile picture, the pineapple.
Son of a, he's flaunting it at us again, Ray.
It's just been sitting there.
Yeah, dude. It's she does good work, man. She does really good work. And did those as well. But no, yeah, I love like local art pieces. I think art needs to be more appreciated in our culture, but unfortunately American school systems just cut art programs. But
this is true.
Yeah, what do I know? I'm not a government official.
Don't worry, my kids are getting plenty because I am dumbfounded and I have to just post it to some whatever the app is. My kid's always like, "Hey, what did I do good?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just send it to your band teacher. They can figure it out. I don't know this stuff."
Hell yeah, man. Well, hey, I gotta get to bed as well. I got work in the morning, so
thanks for sticking with us.
Take care.
Hey, you too. See you on Channel 3.